Do you mind if I don't want to take up a lot of time?
No, take as much as you want.
Oh, thanks. Because this is a burning question. I mean, I may be deluding myself. I feel like I have discovered the I am. It's not coming from my heart, I realize, because I'm a little nervous right now. But just like what you were saying last night, anywhere I am, I mean, anywhere I go, there I am. There's nothing outside of me.
Beautiful.
And including identification.
Beautiful.
And so...
Including shadows.
Including shadows.
Including lights.
Yeah, including everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing... If God appeared in this room, it would still be appearing in me.
Beautiful. So what's the dilemma? What's still holding? What's the doubt? Tell me.
That's a really good question. Can I set it up a little bit? Can I set up my answer a little bit?
Don't.
Don't? Don't set it up?
No, don't set it up. Just you're ready to step into it completely. You don't need to have the support of your mind now.
Well, I'll just tell you the first thing that came is an unworthiness, a deep...
Okay, so you're being honest. This is good.
Because I'm so simple and quirky. And,
okay.
I guess I...
So how can that great God reside in me?
Yeah.
Isn't that what Rumi exclaimed? Yeah, something like that. If I was a bit more versed, yeah. How can that,
Because it's so ordinary. I mean, it's so simple. That's just what's coming to me right now.
So are you worthy or you unworthy?
I just am.
Beautiful. You see, both included, isn't it? Do you see now? It can move. It can move. Yeah, it can. It will carry on. Pendulum. Tick, tack, tick, tack. I'm good. I'm bad. I'm worthy. I'm unworthy. I'm black. I'm white. I'm this. I'm that. I'm fat. I'm thin. I'm pretty. I'm ugly. I have good hair today. I have bad hair. Tick, tack, tick, tack.
Wait, I'm going to give you permission to be in my consciousness. No, I'm just kidding. That's my day. Yeah.
And then suddenly, between tick and the tack, between this and that, we discover that space that is within, and we willingly fall into it and let it tick and let it tack. It has very little sway of our peace, because that's what we are. So you answered it beautifully. Yeah. Do you feel worthy? Do you feel unworthy? Are you worthy? Are you unworthy? No, I am. In that I am, everything is included. Nothing is excluded. That's Shiva's consciousness. It's not somewhere to be discovered tomorrow. See? Cannot be discovered tomorrow. For Shiva there is no tomorrow. It's now, between tick and the tack, between the swing of that pendulum. That gap, that silence is always there. When yesterday Katie asked me, in Shiva Shakti, we talked about it, Shiva Shakti beyond the comic books, right? Shiva is that silence. And tick-tack is that property of Shakti. Embrace both of them, but remain in that silence. When your awareness rests in silence, no tic-tacking can take you out of your center ever.
You know, what I find interesting about this is that, after our one-on-one, during our one-on-one, you talked about Yogananda.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny, I've had his face staring at me for 9 years at bookstores, and I've never, so after you said that, I thought I'd pick up his book, and just finished it about, 2 weeks ago. And I had this dream, and I swear he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And what I sensed by what he was showing me was where my allegiance was, what I was devoted to,
Mm-hmm.
and what you're saying. And if I'm deluding myself, I really want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But what, even though I can't really remember the dream because it hit me on such a deep level, but what I noticed was what was happening after the dream is that I was noticing worthy allegiance,
Mm-hmm.
what I was devoted to. And that was very disturbing because I deluded myself into believing that what I was really devoted to was self-realization. But a moment-by-moment investigation was telling me something different.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what you're telling me? Is that the silence is what my heart should be devoted to?
You tell me.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
Bring your awareness to your heart and don't even answer this now, because the true answer will transcend your question. If you want to go all the way, like really all the way, there is nothing that you can really be devoted to. At the exclusion of anything or something. Yes, it's important to realize the tick from the tack. Yes, it's important to realize that we've been disturbed. And to rest in the middle, in the silence, in the gaps of the pendulum swinging. But as I said, if we speak of devotion, how can you choose between here? Because the tick and the tack is what gives silence a possibility to comprehend itself. So this is where it takes us back to the yesterday, last night, the beginning. If not for the tick-tack, how do you know silence? I spoke about it in Mount Madonna, remember? If not for the noise, how do you know silence?
It's not possible.
It's not possible. That's why I say everyone who praises non-duality is deluded still.
Yeah.
Non-duality and duality are like, not even twins. They're greater than lovers. One comes out of another and one sustains the other. That's the relationship. Just for that reason, what should you be devoted to here? And the unworthiness, worthiness, as I am, is all reconciled there. And this is why I said it's so radical, because there's always be something. This is more general now, because I know you understand this. I sense it, and you feel it, and you more than understand it. But to take it into the group inquiry, yes, we like that idea. We like to have that. At the core of my being, I am the absolute. At the core of my being, I am God. At the core of my being. And it takes the guts to say that. Because we've been belittled for so long, that the idea to recognize our divinity is almost a sacrilege. Recognize this as a limitation, a temporal limitation. Something came into your eye and you cannot see it. Just take it out of your eye, Just take it out. Do you see anything else? Do you see anything else other than yourself? Squint yourself, put your glasses, I need those now to read. It doesn't matter, telescope, microscope, go blind. You can only see yourself.
Without me, there isn't anything. I'm the source of everything.
Beautiful. I am. I am that I am. As Jesus said. Just like in the Upanishadic lines. Just one of the Mahavakyas, Aham Brahmasmi. I am totality. But there is Aham. Cannot be without it. It's not just Brahmasmi. It doesn't make any sense. Sanskrit grammar is very precise. Here is Aham Brahmasmi. Or tantric Shivo Ham. I am Shiva. Every breath is a confirmation of that. The very principle of that mantra that we introduced this morning for our morning meditation is based on that. That humming, that incoming and outgoing breath is a continuous confirmation, affirmation, reaffirmation of that. It just somehow came out of, no longer part of our education, that's all. When that is being reintroduced, it doesn't take long to know that and live by that without falling over into, because there's no way, you cannot fall over anywhere. But it takes the guts. It takes the courageous one. Yeah, you can tiptoe with spiritual process. You can tiptoe, you can tango with it, or this, that, But if it's clear and really the true incentive to know yourself, then how can you go any other way? That recognition is aching to be recognized, aching. Hence, why we said to discuss it. That's why we speak about it. So that you have a correct, I'm not afraid of saying that, a correct platform that will give you that perspective on which you can lean on. Then anything that then experientially being cognized, as what you've shared earlier, it only reaffirms that and gives us even greater confidence, so that we can rest upon that new plateau and carry on unfolding and carry on expanding. And just remember this. Yeah? Between this and that, between this and that, there's a space. I am that. I reside there at all times. That is a substratum of everything. Today I feel beatific. Today I feel peaceful. I'm like a Buddha. I go and I give lectures and everyone is mesmerized. Lovely, isn't it? Digestion is good, clear perception, everything is lovely. You know, kids mess me around, couple of sleepless nights, ate bad food, quick takeaway or something, you know, like a little cold, traveled, comfortable, lower back pain, this, that. I'm out of myself today. I'm angry, you know, I'm failed, I'm not saint, I'm not goody, you know, gosh, all my efforts are out of the window, you know. Just understand this as this and that. As this and that. This is the true strategy. Once you already encompass in yourself everything that could possibly be as an expression, where is there to go? But it's radical. So I consider it is radical.
It's radically simple.
Everything that is simple and everything that is radical is simple. If it was not simple, then it would not be radical. You see?
Yeah, I see the stupefy, what you said about being stupefied.
Yeah, it is. It is like, I remember very well how it could take different forms, emotive forms. At some point when it was that obviously staring at me, within me, I rolled on the floor from laughter. I rolled on the floor like I could not stop laughing. Like I was in stitches, as we say in England. In stitches, it was painful. I couldn't stop laughing. Because the whole thing was so hilarious. How could I not see it before? You know, like rolling. At other times, it just became like a sphinx, you know, because it's so, you don't want to disturb anything. You just want that moment to last. But you cannot. Because that's another one of those errors, you see? Because it's like a flash. If it's to stay there, it will burn this body. That's what the saints say. You cannot embody Shiva fully, yet you are Shiva. So this physiology cannot last in that state. So then you understand the relationship between that gap and between the tick-tacking. But you cannot live your life differently thereafter. When that radical recognition, Pratyavijna Hridyam, it's called. Pratyavijna Hridyam, direct recognition in the heart. When that takes place, you cannot live your life in the way you lived before. Full stop. It's impossible. Because from there on, it's like when you recognize something for what it is, for its obviousness. How can you be deluded? You cannot be deluded. It's impossible, exactly. So, thank you for bringing it up.